how I opened a barber studio in NYC and what you should know before you do too. Let's talk about what it really takes to open up your own barbershop, especially when you've got 20 years behind the chair and you still get blindsided by a landlord. Hi, I'm Mari DeMonte, owner of Low Ear Studio in the heart of NYC and 2020 Female Barber of the Year. Whether you're thinking about going solo or getting ready to build your own team or just wondering how barbers go from a chair to ownership, I'm breaking down what I learned from launching Low Ear and relaunching it way sooner than expected. By the end of this video, you'll know what to plan for, what to avoid, and how to build a studio that actually lasts. So step one is to define your why. If you don't know why you're opening a studio, besides just wanting more freedom or cute branding, it's gonna get real rocky fast. Low Ear started because I wanted a barbershop that actually reflected me. I wanted a space where the music was good, the fades were clean, and then people wanted to come hang. I wanted a place that felt like New York and not just a Pinterest board. So before you pick a paint color, write down what your space stands for. Are you building a team culture focused on education, niche styles? Know your vision because it'll drive every decision that comes next after it. Step two, choose location wisely. Back when I first started Low Ear and thought about making this video down the line, I didn't know that I'd be adding this point into the video. Your location doesn't have to be perfect, but your lease terms do. And we found out at our first spot and poured close to like $70,000 to build it. Then our landlord suddenly decided he didn't want us there and we had no choice but to relocate. So here's what I learned. Cute space, great, very cool. But if your lease sucks, you're building your dream on quicksand. A must do is to find a lawyer to skim your contract if possible. Always look for multiple year terms, avoid early termination clauses, and as a bonus, negotiate maintenance responsibilities. This all sounds lengthy, and trust me, it is, but owning and operating your own business requires you to get comfortable with a lot of legal jargon. And it's not more boring than packing up your salon with a 30-day countdown. Step 3, design for growth, not just now. Low Ear 2.0 is bigger, it's brighter, and built for what we actually do, cutting, fun content, music, and community. This time around, we made sure we designed and left space to add more stuff later as well. We added 2 more chairs, meaning the opportunity to expand my team and give clients the opportunity to meet and work with more fun personalities, a full lighting system for education, more on that info coming soon, and created a retail space that doesn't just look good, it actually makes money. So a quick breakdown is leave room for growth, team, walk-ins, and events. Build with function in mind, lighting, sync flow, noise control. Don't splurge on decor until the bones actually work. I slowly built out and filled our first studio. Even if you go back now and watch some of the earlier content that I made, you'll see it slowly coming to life in the background with each new video, adding a little bit new painting or cool looking armchair or cabinet or something like that. And that's one of the smaller decisions I had taken whilst building my own space. Step 4, team and culture. The key word for this step is you can teach someone how to fade, but you can't teach them how to give a memorable experience to clients if that's not on their core values. Yes, you can always train a team. I'm not saying that you can't. You can take them to educational events, and I encourage you that they work on new techniques together, but time in consistently hiring and working with different barbers has taught me the only factor you need to consider is this person trainable? Do they have the same hunger or energy as me? And that's why I truly hire for vibe, for humility, and for hunger. We can work on technique, but energy, that's a complete non-negotiable. But how do I hire? Now, I've been fortunate enough to have all of my team members approach me from my social media job postings. And I wouldn't necessarily call that pure fortune, as I've been building a personal brand on Instagram starting a while back. And I'll expand it to why you should be doing the same, starting literally right now. It's going to pay back tenfold in the long run. So, quick breakdown. Start with trial days. Ask how they handle criticism. Observe how they are with other people. Barbershops are intimate spaces. Protect the energy. It's what keeps people coming back. And if you are awesome, be awesome, you attract awesome. Step 5, plan for shit to go wrong. Even in this late stage of this whole lease fiasco and moving out, I'm juggling client cuts, cross-country education trip, I'm marathon training, and all while figuring out how to get my team to Vegas and finish our studio. When I first started and settled into our first studio, I thought it was all uphill from there. But what I've learned is when you do decide to walk on your own path in life, it's always full of ups and downs. And yes, this sounds like a cliche advice, even to me, but it's so important to understand just how life works. And when you open up your own studio, things may not go as smoothly as you'd anticipate. In fact, I count on that. I've been pretty transparent that I took a loan of $250,000 to bring my dream to life. And it got, and still is, very uncomfortable. But know this, if you're really passionate about building your dream, it does get easier. And before shit went wrong with the lease, we were already on a trajectory to pay back those lenders and still make profit. That's huge. Now with the move, we have taken on more debt, but we plan to overcome that by adding space for more team members so that we can serve more clients. Plan for shit to go wrong, then make plans to capitalize on your situation. That's opportunity. So budget for emergencies like construction delays and repairs. I ran into a huge problem with our contractor. If I wasn't lucky enough to have such amazing friends, I might have stopped right then and there. So make sure you plan better and work with the right people when you are designing your space. Diversify your income. This is easy to say, but it requires a lot of effort into building your own personal brand, growing through social media, and then selling your own products or merch and teaching people what you know best. For a lot of people, this is the end goal when it should always be something they start doing from day one. You then need to start building a loyal client base before you open doors and know when to ask for help. I literally sell my wedding dice to fund this move. Lastly, your staff can and most likely will leave someday. This is something most people aren't prepared for or not cool with, but it's just a part of life. And they may want to move somewhere else or start a family or pick up another hobby, or they might outgrow that space. Everybody has their own story to write. Just know if you attract great talent once, you can always do it again. There will be days when you feel like it's falling apart, but you have to keep going anyways. I did. I am so extremely proud and happy of how everything turned out. Look, this isn't how I pictured year one going, but rebuilding Low Ear taught me more than any business class ever could. And I want to share those lessons with all of you who have supported me since day one. This is for all of you who had my back when I needed it the most. And if you're serious about opening up your own shop or growing the one that you already have, I'm building something specifically for you. Every lesson, every mistake, every win, I'm packaging into videos like this that'll actually help you do this without burnout. So make sure to subscribe and be on the lookout for more videos. Follow me on Instagram where I regularly post reels going over my journey and educating and giving back to the community. Lastly, I'll be hosting a look and learn class in Palm Springs, California as part of the HB Fest, which is one of the biggest hairstylist events of the year. And I can't wait to see all of you beautiful people out there. Drop all of your questions and comments and I'll be addressing them into my next video. Oh yeah, and you need to get these turbo-powered 300% efficiency combs that increase your odds of regrowing lost hair for only $19.99. The link for those are also in the description. And until next time, toodles.